Welcome to Integrity Fruit. The information contained in this induction will give you an understanding of our worksite requirements, rules and policies which are all part of working with Integrity Fruit. At the end of this video, you will be required to complete a few short questions to ensure you fully understand our site requirements. Your job is an important one. We will all succeed if we perform our jobs as well as we can. We expect all our staff to follow our core business values, respect each other, listen carefully to instructions, and quickly and cheerfully carry out any directions given to you. At times work can be tedious and may require standing for lengthy periods of time, so you need to be in good physical condition. You are obliged to declare any existing injuries or illnesses that might be affected by work of this nature. Failure to notify us of any condition that may be aggravated could cause non-acceptance of work cover claims. All casual positions within the packing shed are covered under the Horticulture Award 2010. If you are a foreign citizen, you must hold the appropriate visa that allows you to be employed. Please ensure that you supply a copy of this along with your passport to your supervisor on your first day. All employees must provide their tax file number when filling in their employment declaration form. If you do not have one, you must apply for one immediately, but in the meantime, you'll be taxed appropriately. We take the health and safety of our employees seriously, and in return we expect our workers to use safe working practices and to adhere to our policies and report any incidents or potential incidents immediately. We will now discuss some of our workplace practices. You are required to wear proper attire when working for Integrity Fruit, both for your safety and for the care of the products we are packing. All clothing must be clean. Loose clothing should not be worn in the packing shed for safety reasons. In addition, all staff must wear a high-vis shirt or vest and appropriate enclosed footwear. Hair must be tied back, and if requested by management, you must wear a hat. No jewellery is allowed in the packing shed except for a plain wedding band, and all fingernails must be short and clean. Hygiene rules apply to all workers and contractors to our site. It can get really hot in the shed and staff are working in close proximity to each other, so it is important that we have all showered before coming to work and that we also apply deodorant during the day. We expect all staff to follow the procedure on the correct use of toileting as displayed on site. If you are suffering from gastric illness, hepatitis, bad colds or infections, please report your illness to your supervisor immediately. Wash hands with soap and water and dry your hands before handling fruit and food, before eating, after visiting the toilet, after smoking, and after handling and eating food. No glass containers are allowed in the packing shed at any time. No eating is permitted in the packing shed at any time, and no food is permitted in fruit handling areas. There is no smoking in the packing shed. Smoking is only allowed in the designated areas in designated breaks. This is located behind the office and there is signage to direct you to this area. There are no mobile phones allowed in the shed. We like to keep our language clean. Please ensure that you refrain from swearing. Keep your workplace clean. Please use bins provided and clean up any mess that you make immediately. New staff should park in the car park and make their way to the tea room, where their supervisor will be waiting to give them instructions for the day. All other visitors must report to the office to sign in, obtain a high-vis vest, and then be directed to the appropriate area. The tea room is located inside the apple shed door to the right. Hours of work can vary depending on the demand for fruit. Pays are processed Wednesday and go into your account overnight. All employees are required to sign the daily timesheets themselves. No one else is to fill your hours in for you. Your supervisor will show you the sign-on sheets. They are located in the apple shed tea room above the storage pigeonholes. Rosters are also displayed in the apple shed tea room. Safety is the responsibility of both the employee and the company. We take the health and safety of our employees seriously. Please ensure that you use safe work practices at all times. Adhere to company policies and report any incidents to your supervisor immediately. You will not be allowed to work if you are affected by drugs or alcohol, as you would be regarded as a danger to yourself and others. Please be aware of forklifts at all times. Stick to designated walkways, always wear your high vis and make eye contact with forklift drivers so they know where you are. Always give way to forklifts. Make sure you are always watching and listening for them. All cool rooms are out of bounds to packers, sorters and shed assistants. We have fruit stored under controlled atmosphere conditions on site. These cool rooms are sealed and there is no entry allowed. A sign is placed on each of these cool rooms advising the danger. When these doors are opened, orange witches' hats are placed 2 to 3 metres around the doorway and a do not enter sign is placed in clear view. At this time, it is a strictly do not enter for all employees policy. Always follow correct procedures for safety. Signs have been placed around the workplace to provide information on keeping you safe. Please familiarise yourself with these and follow the procedures at all times. The equipment on our site can be dangerous. Please do not climb onto or jump from any equipment. Only authorised and trained personnel are to operate equipment. All forklift drivers are to be licensed or under supervision. Never ride on a forklift or walk under a suspended load. Integrity Fruit has first aid officers who are trained to render first aid to an injured employee. If possible, your supervisor should be notified if you require first aid. Suitably equipped first aid cabinets are strategically located within the workplace. Please make yourself familiar with their locations and which employees are first aid officers. Our first aid officers are Bobo Keo, who is a quality officer, and Marie Pearce, who is our office manager. The first aid facilities are located in the pear shed office and in the apple shed in the first aid room. Your supervisor is required to complete the injury register for all incidents, so will obtain all relevant information from you and report it to the business manager. In the event of an emergency, try to remain calm. Walk away from the situation and towards the emergency assembly point. If confronted with smoke, crawl low, and if your clothes catch fire, stop, drop and roll. If other people have clothes on fire, push them down, if necessary, and roll them over the ground to smother the flames. Throw a coat or blanket over them if one is nearby. The grader operator is responsible for stopping the grader by hitting the red stop button and proceeding to the nominated assembly area. Forklift operators, without placing yourself or others in danger, you should drive your forklift away from the danger area, turn it off, and then proceed to the nominated assembly area. The emergency assembly point is located on the grass outside the office and is signposted. To raise a health and safety issue in the workplace, the employee must report it to one of the representatives of the health and safety team. Our representatives are Craig Boyce, CEO, Ash Liversidge, Facility Manager, and Alice Gregory, who is our health and safety representative. This team will work to resolve any health or safety issues that arise in the workplace. Full copies of all our company policies are displayed in the Appleshed foyer. Also on display are the core business values. It's expected that all staff will read these and have a full understanding of what is expected in regards to the policy and values of the business. If you have any questions, please talk to your supervisor.